All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. We got ourselves a singles match here. Not only that, we got ourselves a debut singles match. Both these players have not played in our singles division at all. Fresh start. With that, we got Brian Nussbaum going up against Tom Houseman. I really don't know much about it. Other Brian, he's played a little bit. I got Dylan here with me. Maybe he can tell you more about that.
Yeah, very interesting stuff. This is Tom's first ever match in any league here in Multiplex, but I have seen him compete in teams in the opening night trivia league, I believe, which he did very well over there. So I'm very excited to see what he can do here today. And yeah, Brian's been around for a minute, since I believe 2022 in the teams division. This is the first time, though, we're seeing him in singles, even though I believe he was originally scheduled for a match last year. Just scheduling conflicts didn't allow that to work out, but he's making his long-awaited debut here today. I'm excited to see what he can do as well. Should be a good match.
Alrighty. Bring on our first competitor. Bring in Tom Houseman. Tom, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty great. How are you?
Doing all right. How do you feel about the match?
I feel good. Yeah, I watched Brian's his last in the Fandom division, and he knows his movies, but he's a niche guy. He knows his kids' movies, his animated movies, and if the wheel lands on those, if it hits Disney animation and it's all questions about Gru and it's all questions about how to train your dragon, gonna be honest, I don't know how to train a dragon. I know how to watch movies, so I think I have the broader range of movie knowledge, but it's gonna be up to the wheel, I think.
All right, yeah. Let's just go ahead and bring your opponent, Brian Nussbaum. Brian, how do you feel about it today?
Feel pretty good. If I could be a single in teams, try my luck in singles. See how it turns out today. Maybe it might go my way, it might go the other way. We never know based on the questions on the reel.
All righty then. Short and concise. Let's just go ahead and get started. Round number one. It's going to work like this. It's going to work like any other whiteboard round you got. You're going to get 8 questions in 8 general movie categories. You're going to have 15 seconds to write the answer down on your whiteboard, and at the end of that time, we'll ask that you show and verbalize your answer. Get a point for each correct answer. And if any one of you gets all 8 correct, you're going to get a bonus question also worth 1 point. You also have 3 repeats, challenge you throughout the match. Anything else before we get started?
Nope.
Okay. Let's do it.
You guys are good. All right, then we'll get started. Your first question in the category of the 1970s. Who stars as Jake, J.J. Getz in Chinatown?
Gettys.
That was Getz. Well, whatever. Gettys, Jake.
Yeah. I'm just going by how it's spelled in the document. I don't know. Maybe there's a typo.
I mean, that's how I thought it was. Could be, whatever. I should just read it. I don't know what I'm doing. Doing my own thing.
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2. Oh no, the boss will get mad at us. 1, pens down. Go to Brian.
Jack Nicholson.
Okay, and Tom.
Jack Nicholson.
That is correct.
So then we'll get into your next question, which will be in the category of recent releases. In Barbie, what kind of location are Ken and Barbie at when they first arrive in the real world?
So, this movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
Are you talking about the location or the city they're in?
We're looking for a location.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking there.
You can't say Earth. I'll give you that much.
There we go. Nobody's tried that yet. I'm surprised Nazaro hasn't. 5.
I didn't say specifically.
1, pens down. Let's go to Tom.
So I don't know how specific you're looking for. They're on a beach boardwalk.
Okay. Let's go to Brian.
I had a beach.
I'd say both are correct. I
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That stay tied 2-2. Go to your next question in the category of Oscars. Who won Best Picture for films released in 2003? You can just lift your hands up just a little bit, Brian.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Have we exhausted all of our Oscars bits?
Probably. I mean,
Probably.
people know our stance on it. We're haters, even though we watch every year. It's kind of stupid.
Just look grumpy every time this category comes up.
Yeah.
And just scowl into the camera.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Yeah, Brian.
Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
Okay, Tom.
Yeah, won a couple of Oscars that year. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
It's true.
Lord of the Rings: Return of the King is correct. Going over your next question.
In the category of sci-fi/fantasy, in Terminator 2: Judgment Day, what is the model of machine that is chasing John Connor throughout the film?
This is a good movie, though. I enjoyed it.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Would you call any movies great? Whenever I hear you talk about movies, you're like, the best you go is, yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, I guess I do. I don't mean to be all curmudgeon-y. That's 5, 4, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Tom.
Is T1000. Breaking. T1000. Got to hold it from the sides.
There you gotcha. Brian.
I also had a T1000.
T1000 is correct. Staying tied 4-4. Going into your next question, the category of the 1990s. Fargo takes place primarily in what U.S. state? I mean, I hope I give up the occasion that I actually like movies. It'd be really weird if I didn't like movies and I spent all this time doing it.
You just know them. It's like Jeopardy contestants.
3, 2, 1. They hate knowledge, passion. Pens down. Yeah, we're back over to Brian.
Wisconsin.
Okay, and Tom.
I believe it is set in Minnesota, don't you know?
Minnesota is correct. So Tom taking the lead there. 5-4.
As we get into your next category, which will be in musicals, who plays Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Music? Now, I'm Canadian, so correct me if I'm wrong. Fargo is not a city in Minnesota, right?
I don't think it is. I mean,
I think Fargo is in North Dakota, but like most of the movie is set in Minnesota, so I'm like...
I believe you're right.
Classic switcheroo question.
1. I mean, I don't know anything above Oklahoma, pens down. Fair. Let's go to Tom.
I believe it is Christopher Plummer.
And Brian.
Not Kevin Spacey, but Christopher Plummer.
Christopher Plummer is correct. 6-5. Going into your penultimate question in the category. Come in the category of actors and actresses. Who has appeared in 2017's Beauty and the Beast, The Terminal, and Big Night?
Besides me, these are breakout roles for me. So, but there is one other person who is in all 3 of these movies.
I forgot about you're this shy of an Oscar campaign and Big Night.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
In fact, I'm actually in all movies if you look close enough.
2, 1. Pens down. What was it? Tom. Yeah, Tom. No, Brian. Go to Brian.
Yeah, actually, don't mind the terminals. Quite good, but I said Stanley Tucci.
Okay, Tom.
They all had a touch of the Tooch. Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci is correct. 7-6. Going into your final question in the category.
In the category of comedy, in Clue, how is Yvette the maid murdered?
we do have to say this is Tom. If Tom does get this question correct, he will get a perfect round.
Yep, working on it.
I mean, what are you talking about? We already got it here. I could
Right, yeah, for sure, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brian for Mass Effect.
Stabbed.
Okay, and Tom for the perfect round.
I believe she was strangled.
That is a perfect round from Tom Houseman. All right, Tom, here's your bonus question. It's only to you. You do not need your whiteboard for this one. Same again at 15 seconds. Your question. What figure has been played by Val Kilmer, George Burns, and Alanis Morissette?
God.
And that is correct for the true perfect round. 9 points going to Tom.
What did Val Kilmer play
round.
God in?
Good question. I got Brian with 6 points. How much you got, Dylan?
9-6 is what I have as well, yes.
Alrighty, and then let's bring up the wheel. Getting into round number 2, which both competitors have got a chance to spin our wheel. They like what they land on the first time. They can keep it. If not, they can elect to spin again. But they must keep what they land on the second time. They're going to get 5 questions of whatever category they land on worth 2 points apiece. Or they can check down a multiple choice for 1 point apiece. There is stealing, so watch your ass on that one. Your first time. And the categories on the wheel you can spin on today are Jean-Claude Van Damme and 2000s, which I believe are Tom's strengths, Fandom, Disney Animation, and Family, which are Brian's strengths, as well as comic book movies, romantic comedies, westerns, biopics, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Tom, you are ahead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
I'll defer. I'll let Brian go for it.
Alrighty. Brian, this will be your first spin. And it lands on westerns. Would you like to keep that or spin again,
please?
You got it. Just realize it was up there. I don't know if that does anything. This is your second spin, Brian. And you land on spinner's choice.
I'll take this animation, please.
Yeah, got it. Dylan, you know what to do.
Read the questions? Sure, I can do that. All right. Brian, your first question in the category of Fandom Disney Animation. Whoops, once I find. All right. Which Disney animated film features a kidnapping at a birthday party?
Sleeping Beauty.
That is incorrect. Tom for the 2-point steal.
101 Dalmatians.
That is also incorrect. The answer we have here is The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No challenge? We're good? All right.
No challenge.
All right. So then your next question. In Zootopia, what district does Judy Hopps chase Duke Weaselton in?
I'll take multiple choice on this one, please.
All right. Your options are A, Sahara Square, B, Tundra Town, C, Rainforest District, or D, Little Rodentia?
Little Rodentia.
That is correct for 1 point. And your third question. How are Roscoe and DeSoto killed in Oliver and Company?
Ooh. I'll be safe and take multiple choice on this one.
All right. Your options are A, electrocuted, B, hit by a train, C, drowned, or D, hit by a car.
Hit by a car.
That's unfortunately incorrect. Tom, for the 1-point steal, is it A, electrocuted, B, hit by a train, C, drowned, or D, hit by a car?
I'm going to say B, hit by a train.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for A, electrocuted. So then, your penultimate question in this category. Who voices Prince John in Robin Hood?
Pierre Ustinov.
And that is correct for 2 points. And the tie, as we get into your final question of this category. What did Toad trade in order to get the car in the wind and the willows? Sorry, let me try that again. I butchered that. What did Toad trade in order to get the car in the Wind and the Willows segment of The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad?
Toad Hall.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay, with that finishes up Brian's round 2. That gets a score up to 11. Tom still at 9. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have, yep.
All right, Tom, we'll bring back up the wheel, and this will be your first spin. Wow, look at that. And you also land on spinner's choice.
I will go with. So, since 2000s I picked as a strength category, are those also going to be strength level questions?
No.
They are general. They're
Those
gonna
are
be
general. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go with 2000s.
Okay. All right. Take off the wheel, and I will read you your questions in the 2000s. Your first question. In Letters from Iwo Jima, a young Japanese soldier freezes when he is ordered to kill what type of animal at a family's house?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, cat, B, dog, C, horse, or D, bird.
I'm going to say B, dog.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. What is the profession of the title character in Amelie?
Just talking about wanting to rewatch this. Multiple choice.
Okay, multiple choice options are A, waitress, B, baker, C, painter, or D, dancer.
Can I say C, painter?
That is incorrect. Going over to Brian for the 1 point steal. Is it A, waitress, B, baker, C, painter, or D, dancer?
I'll go with D for dog.
D, dancer is also incorrect. We're looking for waitress.
Hmm.
Right. Here, next question. In what 2000s crime film are bank robbers attempting to break into a safe containing old documents from Nazi Germany?
Is Inside Man.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah, it is. With your rules.
In the lead.
It does.
All right. Penultimate question. Who directed The Hangover?
Todd Phillips.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question in the category.
Can I get a score check?
It's a 14 to 11. All right. Final question. The Good Shepherd is about the early days of what government agency?
The CIA.
That is correct for another 2 points. Tom gets a score up to 16. Brian at 11. That would you have, Dylan?
That is what I have, yep.
All righty. Then move on to round number 3. That's our new Pick Your Poison round, which our competitors before the match have drafted 8 general categories, and they now draft from those categories again to see what they'll answer in this round number 3. They can answer up to 4 questions that are worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points apiece. Categories that can be selected for this match are animation, 2000s, comedies, sports, family, musicals, comic book movies, and Oscars. We're just going to go ahead and have our competitors draft the categories again, and hopefully we finish this shit out. All right, we're back. Our competitors have drafted their categories once again. We will go until one person is either mathematically eliminated or we run out of questions. In that case, me and Dylan would be in hell. We will start with the person that is behind, which is Brian. So what would you like for your 1 pointer?
2000s.
2000s. Okay. And I will give you your questions in round number 3. So you're a 1-pointer, category 2000s. Who plays Sarah Goldfarb, a widow who becomes addicted to amphetamines in Requiem for a Dream?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Ellen Burstyn.
Okay.
Oh, Ellen Burstyn. So with that, what would you like to take for your 2-point question?
2-point comic movies.
Comic book movies. Okay. Here's your 2-pointer. Category comic book movies. Who directed X-Men: The Last Stand?
Brett Ratner.
Brett Ratner is correct for 2 more points. You are still behind, so we'll stick with you for your 3-point question.
I'll go with musicals.
Gotcha. All right. Here's your 3-pointer. Category musicals. Annette reveals that her father is a murderer at what type of event in Annette? And we're looking for a somewhat specific answer.
Oh, let's see. Can I get a repeat, please?
All right. Your question again. Annette reveals that her father is a murderer at what type of event in Annette? Just once again, we need a semi-specific answer.
Birthday party.
That is incorrect. We're looking for a football game.
Singing at the halftime show.
All right. So here's the deal. We got one more question left to go to Brian,
This one.
which he needs to hit so that Tom can answer some questions, or he will win via TKO.
What's
So
the score?
16-13. So here's your 4-pointer in the category of family, Brian. And just a reminder, you do have all 3 repeats. Or
2 repeats,
sorry,
actually.
2
too.
repeats. 2
Yeah.
repeats. That's right. What 2010's family film features the titular character's father working at a pencil factory? Five, 4,
Repeat.
3. All right, that is your second repeat. Your question again. What 2010's family film features the titular character's father working at a pencil factory?
I don't think I have this. Congrats, Tom. I got nothing.
And your winner by technical knockout, Tom Houseman. The answer we were looking for was The Odd Life of Timothy Green.
I'm going to pull that one.
So with
He's
that,
an odd one, that Timothy.
take out Tom. Talk to Brian. Brian, no, I'd say you played pretty well here today. You had a really 6 points around number 1. Very good. You're able to work through your strength pretty well. Just a couple of these round 3s just kind of got you there at the
Yeah.
end.
Based on the questions.
Otherwise, how do you feel like you did today?
I think I feel pretty decent. Did pretty well my debut. Tom, congrats to him. He played a perfect game. I can't be a perfect game. So feel pretty confident in my performance today.
Okay. Well, still, you're just 0-1 here. So, like, we're probably gonna have you back at some point. Anybody you want to play when you come back?
Probably Richie Goodacre. I believe he's in this singles league, so I'll play him.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Oh, see, we can do about that. Thanks for coming today, Brian. We'll bring you your winner. It's Tom Houseman. Tom, got the good old true perfect round, and round number 1. Not a ton of people have done that. And you're able to do pretty good enough in 2000s. Keep from answering questions in round number 3. pretty good start for your debut. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel really good. I mean, that was kind of my goal, was to have at least a 3-point lead going into round 3. I got kind of lucky in that his Disney animation questions were, I think, harder than either of us expected. I learned a lot from this experience, and I know kind of what I need to brush up on and what I need to prepare for. We'll say I watched a lot of Disney movies to prepare for this game, and that ended up being for nothing. So I spent this afternoon watching Brother Bear to give you a sense of how determined I was to win. And now I will never need to use any of my Brother Bear knowledge. So it is what it is.
You never know. This is always a really weird question to ask somebody who, has never played. This is their first time, but I don't know. You probably watch anybody you want to play now. You're one to know.
Listen, my first teams match back in opening night Trivia League got handed it to us by a couple of guys. I would like to take both of them on. One, it's John, and I'm blanking on the other guy's name. John and Will.
Yeah.
So I would like. Doesn't matter which order. I have some revenge. They're on my list, Kill Bill style. But really, anybody,
Well, no. Well, we see what we can do about that. They're definitely be on the way up. But until next time, thank you for coming in, Tom, and congratulations. So, Dylan, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, a really strong performance from both competitors. Yeah, I think like Tom said, I think the difficulty in the Disney questions really was the game changer in round number 2. But take nothing away from Tom. He played really, really good, especially in round 1. True perfect round. Really impressive stuff from a rookie. And really smart strategy also going with the general category for the, not strength level difficulty. It's very, very, very strong strategy. I think that worked out for him there. And so I'm very excited to see what he does next. And tip for him, maybe keep that Brother Bear knowledge in your back pocket, because it seems like every other fucking person in this league uses Fandom Disney animation as a strength. It's like the most popular strength that there is in this league. So yeah, it's my advice. Keep that in your back pocket. All right. Good match.
Great. Good advice. Good showing from Brian, and equally promising debut for Tom here. With that, say goodbye. This episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. Thank you to our competitors, Brian Nussbaum and your winner today, Mr. Tom Houseman, as well as everybody here at Multiplex who writes it, edits, does all the shit to put this on YouTube. And thank you, Dylan, for showing up. And I was here. Goodbye, guys.
You did great too.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
If it taken
Goodbye.